time for the Lowco Sports Lowdown. Here are your hosts, Justin Jarrett, Wes Kerr, and Max Araj.
Hey, Loco sports fans. We got Max in the intro this time because he says he's joining us and may have news about his pending retirement from baseball. But as he hinted on the text thread, we're hoping not too bad of an injury from adult baseball waiting tonight. But it sounds like it may be one of those nature calling things where they remind you. I've pretty much retired. I don't think either of my rotator cuffs are intact anymore. So, I'm not much use to anybody at this point. But welcome to the Loco Sports Lowdown. I'm Justin Jarrett. I have not graced my own platform in some time, it seems. Been busy. I was back and forth to teacher school in Columbia last week, and then spent the rest of the weekend in Columbia with the Waves baseball team wrapping up our season with a couple of games at Founders Park, which was a really cool experience. Had a good showing. Got in the top 4 of a dynamic baseball tournament up at USC, and had a really good first day and 2 wins and set ourselves up well. Lost the third one and then ran into just a juggernaut in the semifinals. Wow Factor Scout team, 15U out of North Carolina. Charlotte, we're 14U, had a couple 15U guys playing with us since it was combined. But man, there's a lot of good baseball players out there, boys. Just so many good baseball players. It's fun as we get up to these higher levels and get to go to some of these tournaments where you see the range and you get to go up against some of the best and see what that looks like. So been cool. But yeah, I've been busy, but you guys have been busy on the home front as well. We had a lot going on recently here and afar. The 8U Bluffton All-Stars were out in Louisiana where they had quite a run. They won their first 4 games before a couple of heartbreakers knocked them out. So we'll talk about that softball team a little later on. And then we have another team World Series bound in a couple of weeks, a little over a week. Hilton Head 10U baseball All-Stars going to just up the road to Lexington for the World Series starting August 1st. But more recently, you guys both got out to my neck of the woods, out to the Ville on Friday, and then Saturday for the Lowcountry student athlete experience on Friday, and then the Lowcountry Legacy Alumni basketball tournament on Friday and Saturday. And Hampton County still rolling, and we're going to talk with the founder and presenter of the event, Alex Percival, here in just a bit. But you guys have a good time out there?
Yeah, it was definitely eye-opening for me. I was just out there to cover the event pre-basketball for the news for WHHI, and then I had to bounce. But it was pretty eye-opening to me, just to see how that was going to be set up. And Alex was great. I interviewed him. I interviewed Red Bruin. Had a chance to talk to Sharon Brown. In hindsight, I probably should have interviewed her as well. But, to see those steps of getting folks, encouraged about their future, certainly, and in different facets, obviously, learning how to interview in any type of situation is certainly part of it. But I actually found out that, from Sharon especially, there was a lot more to it, just about how to teach these kids, especially, to live at the next level and what to get ready for, especially when you get out of the doors of Hardyville High School or wherever it is. Because, and I told her this too, college was definitely that experience for me, off and on with everything going on. But I told her the experience that these kids are kind of facing in terms of getting ready for that next level, and it might punch you in the face, I said, was for me becoming a first time home buyer and home owner. And
I said, life is just a series of things that you run up against that you're just like, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, I mean, it's there are important things that are taught in school, but I feel like that there are more important life issues that these kids need to be prepared for, and this kind of filled in the gaps of all these different life skills. I mean, there was a lesson about, well, more broadly what you would see in terms of just um, the process to build up your so-called resume, in terms of your college application process, in terms of
Hmm.
all the extracurriculars and all that. Um, Most kids have a pretty good concept of that, but there's other important aspects like financial advice. Like, not many
Hmm.
kids take like a personal finance class in high school, or a finance you know opportunity where you get to learn the ins and outs of
Yeah.
how to manage your money
Yep.
when that time comes. So um, credit to those individuals who came in and taught those important skills. I mean, interviewing, whether it's after a game, and as Alex Percival talked to us about all different situations, whether it's on the field, on the court, or if you're
Off
interviewing.
for a job.
Yeah, yes,
Yep.
that was what I was going to say next. But
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
making
there
impressions
is,
and
yeah,
building relationships.
yeah, I mean,
That's everything.
communication so important
Yep.
to express those ideas and thoughts in the best way possible, and it takes practice. No one
Yep.
knows how to do it overnight. It's a skill that you have to practice for, and just giving them the opportunity to learn what it takes to go on the path to succeeding in those different endeavors. And the kids, I thought, really enjoyed it. I thought they got a lot out of it from just seeing their engagement. And I thought the most exciting thing they did at the end was they did a mini Shark Tank, where they were in a couple of groups, and they had to pitch imaginary product ideas. And
Okay.
that takes a lot of teamwork and communication. And that's a those kids certainly learned a lot about what it takes to not just take command of an entrepreneurial role, but more importantly, exhibit that teamwork that goes beyond obviously athletics, but ties back into athletics. So
Yeah.
all those interactive activities I thought were really important and beneficial for those kids, and just community involvement for those who were there was awesome. So I think it was great. I think they can build on it and make it even better. But
Yeah.
for the first
That's
year,
just what I was going to say is
yeah,
if I know Alex, next year's will be bigger and better by orders of magnitude
yeah,
because
I will make sure to
this,
stick around longer next
yeah,
year
yeah, and I hope to
for sure.
be
I
in
had
town
family in
for it
town,
next
so
year.
I
It,
had
it
to.
fell in the
You know,
worst week of a crazy summer for me. I was in town for about 8 hours this week that I wasn't asleep. So it was crazy. But we have him with us. So after I tell you about our presenting sponsor, Mickelson Law Firm, they've been with us since the beginning. Our original sponsor and our all-star sponsor. They can help you with all your legal needs, but they're our official real estate closing attorney and presenting sponsor of our Hilton Head Christian Academy coverage. And we'll be talking HHCA and everybody else a little bit later. High school football media day
got a
tomorrow
lot
at
of info for you guys.
WHHI-TV. So we'll be chatting that up in the second block, and then I left a lot of time for parting thoughts tonight. I've got a few, and I figure you
mhm,
guys might too. But without further ado, presented by Mickelson Law Firm, Alex Percival joins us now. And Alex, you heard some of the feedback from these guys. Obviously, it was a productive session Friday afternoon. You and I have talked a lot as kind of visionaries and builders from the ground up, that sometimes the first time you try something, it doesn't go off quite like you envisioned it, but then you understand the hiccups and the hurdles the second time around, and you're able to perfect. So I know your mind's already going a million miles an hour about how you make this thing better, and you're beating yourself up about what wasn't perfect. But
Right.
congratulations on taking a step and
Thank you.
taking a leap and putting something out there that seems to have been a success once again.
Yeah, yeah, and like you said, Justin, just that first year is always that pilot year where you just see how things go and how the kids react. And kudos and big shout out to all of our partners that came out and educated the students and just shared the information that they had. That was such an honor to have them there. I'm just glad that we were able to pull it off, and the kids definitely had some takeaways. And they even, as we look at Miss Sharon, that she had them doing a quiz at the end of her session, which was impressive. I'm like, okay. And then
Sharon,
she rewarded them with a gift card, and they were
it's
able to
awesome.
just provide some positive reinforcement. So yeah, that is just it's just awesome, man, to just have the idea to bring something like this together and see it happen in
I
reality.
will
Yeah,
add
very
real
good, man.
I
Go
will
ahead.
add real quickly, we were able to get the WHHI piece that I did on Friday on the air today. It
Oh
aired
wow.
starting at 1 o'clock. It took a lot of quick timing as soon as I got to work this morning and whatnot, but I was able to get that to my colleagues, and it hit at 1 o'clock, and it's going to air up until I guess the 5 o'clock block tomorrow.
All
Of
right.
Okay.
course, we'll be at the majority of us will be at media day, but we've got new news premiering at 5 o'clock tomorrow, so it's going to
Yeah.
air for quite a bit longer.
Okay.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
it's
And
good
it'll be
stuff,
out there on the YouTubes forever, I'm
of
sure.
course, and I'll make sure to get that to you, Alex, for sure.
Awesome. Thank you, Marcus.
You got
But
it.
yeah, that was
Thank
a
you.
first time event that you pulled off here with the Lowcountry student athlete experience, and
Mhm.
again, the first of many, and certainly we'll do our part to help you make the next one bigger and better than ever. And you and I have already talked about some other ideas that we
Mhm.
may be able to do as far as some webinars and things like
Right.
that to get information out to the kids wherever they are
Mhm.
as well. So we're going to continue to partner and try to provide opportunities for young people in the low country to find their way to greater heights and to
For sure.
achieve their goals, certainly. But then we're always going to invite them back after they go away
Yeah.
for your alumni basketball tournament, which
Of
it
course.
was in its third year this year. An
Mhm.
incredible event, new venue this year at the high school at the Ville.
Mhm. Mhm.
And Wes has a bunch of highlights for us, and we'll let those roll while you guys. Here, let me get that one out of there.
Right.
While you guys are talking about it, but here we go.
Yeah.
The Canes. There's Rayleigh, the boss man. Not a very good
Man,
I'll tell you
closeout
what,
there, but doesn't matter.
Rayleigh was awesome. He was
yeah.
into it.
He was
Kudos,
feeling
kudos.
it last night. I'll tell you that.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
and
the
that was a nice win for Arya to open it up too against that Jasper squad, and came right down to the finish. And what a great way to start tournament, and then just continued the ball rolling towards a really fun Saturday. So I mean, new venue. I think every year it's gotten better and better, and I feel like this year was another outstanding success. But your thoughts on how year three went?
my thoughts, like you said, Wes, it just gets bigger and better. We were able to invite two new teams. As you can see, the Hardyville team joined us this year, and we also brought in another team out of Georgia as well. So we're just slowly expanding and just trying to connect with, people across our borders and just people that are just into just making a change and being part of the change. So yeah, this was on Friday night. We only had one game going on, but
Yeah,
it
a
was
little
still
Jasper County grudge match.
Yep.
yeah, look at that's that Ferrari red right there.
Yeah, baby.
But
Are you on the court here? Is this your
no,
squad?
I didn't play Friday. I played Saturday.
Okay.
I
He was
actually
too
got a
busy
dunk in
Friday.
too. I don't know if you got my
Oh
dunk.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
went
got a
down.
yeah.
I'm.
I
I was. I was asked whether he got Rayleigh's and one that wasn't. I
Oh
was
my
told the whole
man.
crowd agreed it
yeah,
should have been an and one.
Yeah,
that was that was a
yeah
tough one. That was a
that
tough one. I don't
shout
know
out
if I
to the
put it
baseball
in there.
cap.
Maybe right here.
Yeah, the baseball cap. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was, but yeah, he definitely was a Swiss Army knife. He was.
yeah.
I didn't expect to see him.
Got the Chris
He,
Mullen T-shirt underneath too.
yeah, but then
Love
also,
the energy, and he was hyping it
Betting
up
picks.
on the bench, and giving some pep talks throughout. Great guy to have on that team, and terrific effort throughout that tournament. And Hardyville certainly competed throughout that run, and
this is the and one. That's the and
There it
one.
is. Oh, that should have been an and one.
That's
Got him good
awesome.
with the body
That's the
oh
and one right
man, he
here.
got robbed. That was
all
a tough
day.
one.
All
Yeah,
day,
man.
boss.
Yeah, and again, thank you to the city of Hardyville for just welcoming us and bringing us into their home and just
Yep.
allowing us to spread the word and push the mission within their own community. So thank you to everybody.
Holy
I know
shot!
thank you to everybody that joined us and look forward to being part of what we have going on going forward.
And of course, it was a three-peat, sort
Three-peat to
of.
Hampton
I mean, the
County.
first 2 years it was Wade
But I'll tell you
Hampton.
what,
This year it was Hampton
I
County,
will
but I guess
say
that's a
that
continuity thing.
Ridgeland put up one heck of a fight in the finals.
Yeah,
It was far from a cakewalk.
Oh, it's
They
always a battle.
It was a battle. Both of
And
those
nobody's
games they
been
go at
able to
the
beat
end,
them yet.
and Hampton did just enough to knock off Ridgeland and win that title. But credit to the Jags, they showed up in that tournament.
Yeah, yeah. Next year is going to be a little bit different. It's going to look a little different, and I feel like this is about to possibly create a bigger boom within the tournament
Do
style
you
that we're
think?
going to have.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just about to just say, yeah, next year we're gonna and one. We're gonna
Yep.
open it up. We're gonna open it up to the entire community.
Yep. I
So
was just about to
Oh,
ask.
like
Do you think
field
we
your
could
own
see a
team?
Hilton Head team or a
bring your
Bluffton
best.
team or a
Bring your
Beaufort team in the
best.
future?
Bring your best.
Yeah.
So it's not just alumni teams anymore? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, so it's
For next year. For next year
open to
we're doing
anybody.
something different. Yeah.
Very
Oh,
nice.
next year it's bring your
Ooh,
best. Okay.
all right.
So we're gonna get some new team names then. That
So
means we may have some.
so
I
instead of
suspect Hampton County will still try to keep their team together
so
to
we're still
keep
gonna
Correct.
have
their
the
dynasty.
the alumni teams, or is it gonna be just
Yeah, I feel like Jarrett just said, I feel like some of these guys are still gonna want to keep their own team, but
right?
there's so many people that have played within high school, and unfortunately they weren't able to graduate high school, or
Right.
they still play to this day, and they were just local
Or they
legends.
didn't go to high school in this area, but
Right.
they've lived here for
Exa-
25 years and they've balled with
Exactly.
all these guys in the gyms and
Exactly. Just
whatever.
giving them an opportunity to come out and showcase as well, because talent is everywhere. So I want to be able to, welcome and ingratiate everybody and
Hey,
show them.
pretty soon we're gonna have to see a
Yep.
USCB alumni team in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh yeah.
tell the Sharks to come on.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
That'll step it up a
Yep.
little bit.
Yeah.
Step up the
I thought
The
it
competition
was
was
a
heavy.
terrific turnout. A ton of people showed out throughout, especially on Saturday. Yeah, you guys you're able to take care of the food really well. I thought there was
Yeah.
some good options for food throughout the day, and obviously the DJ and the music was rocking throughout. But yeah, I mean, just another successful weekend and full tournament. So
Yeah.
And
just
Alex,
yeah,
the purpose of the whole thing for you
right,
is to spread a message, and
Right.
that's about the importance of mental health, as well as to try to further the conversation on deterring gun violence, especially among our young people. So, tell us a little bit about how you were able to incorporate that into the
Yeah.
event, and what's important to you about those topics.
Of course. This event, as you alluded to, is just raising awareness on those topics because, they're not really talked about in certain settings. And,
Hmm.
through the power of sports, that's one of the perfect environments to just, bring up a conversation in the midst of, just being together and fellowshipping and having that conversation, hey, just doing that check-in. Some people just need that check-in sometimes. So bringing people from all across the community that haven't seen each other for a long time, just reconnecting, just checking in on each other and making sure that, they're still whole, and but also, pouring into the youth that was there. There was a lot of kids that showed up, which is even better, and that's something that I enjoy seeing because it shows that we're connecting with them too.
Yeah.
And we even, were able to have them involved by running the clock and having them, take Gatorade and towels to the guys and just interacting instead of doing, being on their tablets or on their phones the entire time.
Yeah.
They really were.
it takes everybody. It takes a village to run these types of tournaments. So credit to
Exactly.
all those volunteers who took time out of their Saturdays to make this an even better version of any of the tournaments that we've seen around here. But
Oh.
talking about this
Oh.
Talking about this Hampton County team, and what do you like? This is the winning free throw right here,
Yeah.
which clinched the championship.
To be honest with you, this wasn't even the best team, but them guys played together. You could tell that they have that cohesiveness and that they understand each other's game. Ridgeland had an opportunity to win it.
I know Easy Money was in there, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was. You see the threes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they was eating it up. Look at them. And then they
Yeah.
combined with Estel as well, so
Right.
they're juiced up for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and they got more dudes coming too
Yeah.
that ain't done playing college football and stuff like
yeah,
that.
exactly. So look at those uniforms; those are some hot uniforms, aren't they?
Those are
Nice.
clean.
Those
Those are
are
They're
clean.
Yeah,
nice.
those are
pretty
fresh.
dope.
Very good.
But yeah, so shout outs to Hampton County. We definitely looking forward to having more teams, connect with us and lock in. It's a good time and it's for a good cause.
Yeah, man, I hate to have missed it. 2 years in a row, I've managed to miss this thing. It's breaking
Yeah.
Yeah.
my heart because the
We're-
first one was like my favorite day of the year that year. Like I had so
Mhm.
much fun, and it's
Mhm.
just worked out with my schedule that I haven't been able to get to the last two. But we're gonna remedy that. We're gonna get a date locked down
Yeah,
early
for
this
sure.
next year and make
For
sure
sure.
that I don't get
Even better.
double booked. I can't
Yep.
miss another one. But
But just while wrapping up, tying it back to the student athlete initiative, talk to me about what you enjoyed the most, and especially that Shark Tank at the end. I thought was very beneficial to those kids,
Mhm.
and what you hope it could turn into in the future.
Yes, yes. Because we understood the age groups that we were dealing with, there was a large gap from 11 all the way up to 18 years old. So
Wow.
we wanted to create something that was catering to all of them, and that way we kept them engaged in something that was interactive and interesting. But yeah, the Shark Tank idea I feel like was a game changer because it also brought them together and had to work together as a team. They had to learn those basic principles, but also standing on your own. We appointed a CEO, gave them opportunity. Who do you want to elect to be your CEO of your company? They took the initiative to step up and say, "Hey, I want to run this company." Then they had the opportunity to market and go back to their business, their research and development team, their marketing team, find all those type of sectors, and then present it to the sharks, which comprise of entrepreneurs themselves, business owners themselves. So just to see that happen and those kids to have the confidence to get up and at least try and give it their effort, it was awesome, man. Yeah, it was.
fantastic. Well, again, we look forward to partnering with you and supporting you in many more endeavors because
Mhm.
our hearts are definitely in the same place, and I'm always on board for whatever you're up for, and vice
That's
versa. It
it.
seems so.
Rising tide,
Um,
one local mentality.
yeah, absolutely. I'm sure you plan to piggyback these two events again next year. You got anything else in the works between now and then?
Uh, I'm working. You know what the crazy thing is? Even one of the kids asked me, "How many times do you do this a year?" I'm like, I'm like once. He was like, "For real? You need to do this twice a year." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, that's
That's
okay."
that's the
Heck
next
yeah.
step,
So,
I think.
Heck
so
yeah.
I feel like that's the next step. A spring and a fall instead of just doing one
I
summer.
like it.
Mhm.
Yep.
But I have to go back. I have to go to the drawing board just to make sure it makes sense. Maybe an adult
Yeah.
and a youth version. Maybe just do two separate instances.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, like take the parents a different direction at the same
right,
time and talk to them type
exactly,
deal.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, it's back to the drawing board. But guys, I appreciate you all and your support, and thank you just for being a part of this organization, this mission. It means a lot.
Always, man. Always in your corner and
It's great.
whatever you need. So
Thank you.
we'll always give you everything we got. We appreciate you, man.
Awesome.
Thanks,
All right,
Alex.
take care, Alex.
Yeah.
We'll be in touch.
All right. Awesome. Peace.
That's Alex Percival, original Hardyville alum, and also the founder of the Lowcountry Legacy Alumni Basketball Tournament and presenter of the Lowcountry Student Athlete Experience this last weekend at
Another
Hardyville.
job
So
well done by Alex and everyone who volunteered to make that another successful year.
that dude
And
works really hard.
yep,
He's got big ideas, and like I said, every time we talk, we mesh on the ideas, and we try to team up and help each other out as much as we can. And I feel bad that I wasn't able to be present and help out as much with this one as I would have liked to. But I know it'll be bigger and better than ever next year, and I look forward to being a part of it again. So let's get some more sponsors in. We've got Hudson Seafood House on the docks, presenting sponsor of Under the Bus. New episode out tonight. Just tonight, we had a new one with Curry Kirkpatrick, Bob Stevens, and Rich Basirico laying out the dirty laundry. They got into the Coldplay couple. We might hear about them later. We got so Hudson Seafood House on the Docks is the sponsor of that, and they're in our Lowco Booster Club. Great place for seafood sunsets and cocktails on Hilton Head Island. Not new anymore, but Hilton Head Furniture, also a member of that Lowco Booster Club. This Tola family finds great handcrafted furniture up in North Carolina, brings it down here to the Lowcountry to sell to you to keep in your home for a long time. Quality furniture from Hilton Head Furniture and HHI Windows and Doors. Coach Barron, the former Hilton Head Prep basketball coach, he's now purveyor of windows and doors. He wants to improve your view of the Lowcountry. That's HHI Windows and Doors. And
I
our newest
think
sponsor,
if I can
Twinge and
add
Twombly. Oh yeah, go ahead.
if I can add to that, I think he has started a show on WHHI. I happen to see on
Really?
YouTube.
Well, we're
Yeah.
gonna have to get him on the Lowdown reporting on high school basketball this season. Then, if he's
So
in that game,
certainly talking, his new business with windows and doors. I'll get more
absolutely.
info and
I'm just
make
saying,
sure.
A
if he
color
wants
analyst for us.
to have
Just something
more
I came across today.
more media presence, we can get
Yeah.
him on the show during basketball
Yeah.
season. Let him break some
I would
stuff
love
down
that.
for us. But no, our newest sponsor is Twinge and Twombly. Funny name, but great service. They're a personal injury attorney over in Beaufort, and they want to help you get your settlement if you have been wronged.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't have any copy for them yet, so
Welcome to Lowco.
Rare name, remarkable service. That's their tagline. Twinge and Twombly Law Firm in Beaufort. Toll free 877-661-7603 or locally 843-252-0749. Twinge and Twombly. Fun to say. Fun to say. I mean, if
It's a
you're
nice
going to go to
tagline.
court and hey, who's representing you? Twinge and Twombly. It's fun to say. I'm just saying. It's
Very
it's a
nice.
good talking point. That's our Lowco Booster Club. A few of them. We got a few more coming later in the show, but wanted to talk a little about the Diamond Youth
Diamond,
softball,
yes.
as Max Araj is about to make an appearance. He's
Perfect
coming in from the
timing.
bullpen.
Perfect timing as we get to the baseball stuff.
Exit light and tonight. There he is.
There he
Max
is.
Araj
Just
entering
in
from the
time.
bullpen.
Just in
Where
time
are
to
you?
recap the
Are you in
baseball
a
and
food
softball.
truck?
Yep.
Max, where are you? Are you in a moving vehicle?
What are you doing?
I can't even hear Max. He can't hear us. What's going on with Max?
What are you doing? Looks
Um,
like a
I don't
Hey
know.
guys,
It's a mystery. What's up, dude?
Yo,
Where are
Max.
you?
I'm
This-
sitting in another room. I'm just sitting in a guest room.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it looks like you're in like the concession stand or something.
It's
That's
like
crazy.
it's a guest room / arts and crafts room.
Okay.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi is
All right.
deciding it wants to be a pain today.
Yeah,
So,
it wasn't
anyway.
playing nice. But we were just transitioning to talking about the 8U softball all-stars, who I just pulled up
Yeah.
their game changer. They had quite a run, and we were following it closely because we had an older brother of one of them on our Waves team, so we were keeping tabs
Yeah.
very closely on this stuff. But they beat the Arkansas team 14-4, and Louisiana runner-up 10-3 on the first day. Those were pool games to get your 4-game guarantee, so they don't really count toward the bracket. But then they beat somebody, Blake County, wherever that is, 5-3. Then they beat the Louisiana runner-up again, 8-7. Then they lost a heartbreaker, 9-8 to Tioga, the host from Louisiana, and had to come back for a elimination game against the Louisiana runner-up, whom they had just beat by 1. Took the lead into the last inning, and then a walk-off 2-run triple gives
Good.
Oh
Louisiana
man.
the 14-13 win.
Man.
Oh,
So
boy.
Goodness.
devastating end to a heck of a run for that squad. We had Joe Naughton on last week, the coach, talking about that group of girls. And
Tell you what,
anytime you have a run like this, we're going to have a special
Great
bunch going through that.
Yeah, I mean, that is a
Yeah.
resilient team, especially coming back from that first tough loss and then competing tooth and nail in that next game. Heartbroken that it didn't go their way, but just a tremendous run, and very, very incredibly proud of what that team accomplished, and just goes to show that softball is on the rise here across the Lowcountry. But just a really fun group of young ladies that we got to see. Unfortunately, I couldn't see them when they were competing here because I was on vacation. But from what I heard, really talented and exciting team and resilient bunch, especially when it got to that World Series. But
The thing that I
hurts to see them that way. But couldn't be prouder of how they rep the Lowco.
the thing that I noticed in seeing them a bunch that weekend that you were out of town, Wes, two things. They really did a great job with infield and outfield warm-ups. You know, they knew exactly what to do, where the ball was going, how to play things on the defensive side of the ball. They found their holes, you know, swinging the bats as well. But man, they were fast out of the gates, just running around those bases and not wasting a single step. Everything was in fluid motion, and they made it look really easy. Congrats to the ladies on a great season for
Dude,
sure.
you
Coach Joe's got a
know,
heck of a team.
well, I have to be proud of that squad. And Max, I'm sure you echo those thoughts. Were you able to follow that group of young ladies during the summer? I know
Yeah,
you. You know, I'm sure you were
yeah.
tracking them.
I definitely paid attention. Yeah, I definitely paid attention to them. I had stopped paying attention during the district tournaments and stuff like that, just because I was so busy with the district tournaments
Yeah.
we were hosting in Beaufort around the same time. But you know, when I heard that they were heading to the state tournament, I was super happy. I was very excited to see what they could do, just because we haven't really had, you know, a softball program in our area that's strong enough to get through the state tournament and make it to the World
Right.
Series. And so
Well,
to
I think this was
find,
our first year back in Diamond Youth
yes,
softball after
Really?
playing in
it's
the
either our
other,
first or it's
yeah,
our
the
second
state
year. It's one of
Okay.
gap
we're
or
in
whatever.
within the first 2 years of it. But still,
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, it shows the growth that we've had here for softball, and it's
Yeah.
really grown around here, and it's shown at the high school level as well. Um, you know,
Yeah. No doubt. It's coming.
I'm very happy.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's definitely coming, and just to see it at that age group, we definitely, I mean, give it another few years or so, and we're really going to start seeing softball grow even more than it
Yep.
is right now. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
I truly believe that. I mean, what
Oh,
a
no
run they
doubt.
had.
No doubt.
What
The
a
It
travel
is.
thing is blowing up right now.
Yeah.
Blowing
yeah,
up.
It is. It
absolutely,
is.
yeah,
It's
And to get that
proliferating.
competition to play those outstanding teams from not just around the state, but getting to play in that World Series against teams from Louisiana and other big time softball areas along the southeast. That's a big time honor, and they showed they held their own and then some. It just it goes back to when you guys were there. The margins are so thin, and
Oh
you learn
yeah.
a lot from playing
So thin.
in these kinds of games, and
It felt a lot like us. We won our first
yeah,
two in the
no
bracket,
doubt. That's
and then let one slip away, and then we're on the
right.
brink of elimination and just got beat. You know, and it was
Yep.
like it was just over so fast.
Yeah,
But yeah, they had a heck of a run, and they're gonna remember that one for a long time.
dude,
That's the most fun age too.
yeah, the memories for those kids.
The 8-year-olds are so fun. Now they got to develop a pitcher, of course,
Right,
because
because now
now
you
they're
move into
moving
the
on
kid
to
pitch.
the kid pitch.
Yep,
So that's always a challenge, is finding that pitcher, the one
yep.
who's got the mentality to go out there and put it all on their shoulders and try to throw strikes, even if they're going to hit it. But yeah, good stuff from them. And then the baseball boys from Hilton Head will be in their World Series in a little over a week,
How
and we'll
about
keep
those that
track of
Hilton
them.
team getting to the
Yeah,
and
good
then they don't
stuff.
have to go
Well,
too
I told
far.
Rob Hummel
They get
today
to play in
we'll
their
get
home
him
state of
on.
South Carolina in Lexington.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
that's
mean, they technically could sleep in their own beds if they wanted to,
yeah.
with the way those things are laid out, where you play once a day until the very
Yeah.
end. So
Ugh.
don't know if
it's a
I'd make
haul,
that
Imagine
though.
trip.
the
As
miles
someone who
last
has
especially if they go
commuted
deep.
to Columbia 2 weeks
Yeah, the miles
this
will add up,
summer,
but yeah, it'd be nice to
it's
be
a
able to play
grind.
in your home state.
Not for the faint of heart.
It's a
That
grind.
Oh
starts
no,
It's
on
definitely a grind.
the
Yeah.
first of August, correct?
But a week in Lexington sounds not for the faint of heart either. It's so hot up there, bro.
Oh man,
Oof.
it's
It's hot
I mean,
for work.
even
Oh,
Hilton Head right now, it was
good gravy.
It
crazy
was
for the
I
brutally
had to
last
play
few
hot.
days,
baseball
like
This
over
tonight.
90.
weekend.
Can't really.
Yeah,
I had to
so
play
we
baseball
teased
game
at
It
the
tonight.
was
top
really
that
rough Saturday.
you said you may have ended your career. Tell us about
Oh,
that.
oh no.
Yeah, I was pitching tonight.
Uh-oh.
I had a great first inning. I felt great. Came out, threw a warm up pitch, and I'm pretty sure I blew my elbow.
Oh
So
no.
Oh,
yeah,
UCL?
Ugh,
I'm sitting with this ice wrap
man.
on right now just because
Uh,
it's
Oh
it's a
no.
little painful. Um,
no, it's not the
I
end.
hope I didn't do
Not
I hope
great.
I didn't do something serious to it, but I guess we'll see. Um,
Mm,
but yeah,
Hope
I'm
for the
done for the
best.
year. I think I'm. I've said this
Probably
to a
done.
lot of people already. I think I'm switching to co-ed softball starting next year because I just can't. I can't really do it anymore. I mean, yeah, I had that. My arm was literally the only thing I had going for me when it comes to
Yeah.
baseball, and it's just it's kind of gone now. But um, we got the win, so I'm happy. But it was hot today, and we were playing. We started at 6:30, so it was still like 100 something outside,
oof.
and I was sweating out, man. It was just, it was, yeah, it happens. So hopefully it's nothing too serious, but I'm pretty sure I'm at least. I think I'm done playing baseball, but I definitely know I'm done for this year.
Ah, tough to hear that.
So
I
yeah,
think both of my rotator cuffs are less than intact, so I'm probably done
yeah,
playing baseball too. But I still get to coach it, so that's one thing I
yeah.
got going for me.
That's what
Um,
I love.
yeah,
That's why I'm like knowing like I'm gonna be okay. I still got my
yeah,
coaching and stuff like
yeah,
that. So
yeah, and you still get to go out and throw it around and all that kind of stuff. But
I've had the fun
coaching
of
becomes
coaching
more fun at
basketball
some
this
point.
summer, which has been great. You know,
Well, coaching is just
I've
fun, period. I mean, when you get to be around kids, they're fun. Kids are
Yeah.
fun.
Yep.
And then you
yeah,
get to play games with them and you get to see them succeed and grow and like it's very rewarding coaching. It's
Yeah.
wonderful. You get to see the actual
yeah, and I'm
impact
coaching.
you make and that's
Yeah.
great.
I'm coaching
That's the
these
best
9 and 10 year olds, and they're fantastic. I love them. And
Fun
you know,
age.
finally got our first win last Friday. I was super excited. Um, but yeah, dude, coaching like my first couple years now of coaching, it's just been really fun. I enjoy it a lot. You know,
Times. It only gets
um,
better, I promise. Because you get
yeah,
better at it and it becomes more fun because you have more
right.
success. So, but to shift gears to football, before we get into WHHI Media Day, you may have seen Dave Carrick say, check your email. He sent me some cool photos of Gavin Carrick, long snapper for Coastal
Yeah,
There we
Carolina.
go.
Yes.
And he also hinted at some news that I don't know that I knew. Shy Thompson is also at Coastal Carolina,
Ooh,
transferred out of
Oh,
East
ooh,
Carolina
nice.
okay.
to
Back to Florida
Coastal.
State.
ooh,
So that's an interesting
yeah,
development.
that's very
I
Nice.
haven't
interesting.
even gotten around to digging through all the college
Local
football
connection over
rosters
there,
to
the
try to
chance.
find out where everybody
Yeah,
is from
that's
the
the
Loco.
to dig
That's
into
a whole
that before
other
before
task.
things get rolling in a month or so.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
college football
High
coming up,
school
but high
came
school
first.
football coming much
Indeed.
sooner. We are what 15 plus
Yeah, around
9,
like 3 weeks
10,
away.
like
Yep.
25 days away
Yep.
from countable high school football
Yep.
It's
games.
coming.
And
Right.
It's
tomorrow
coming,
Yep.
guys.
is a
Starting
rite
on
of
the
It's coming.
15th.
passage.
Yep.
Tomorrow is the
Tomorrow's a rite of
unofficial start.
passage.
Yep.
WHHI
We
Media Day. Marcus,
New
tell us
location this
what all
year.
we
yeah,
got on tap over at the Cove.
we're gonna be there 11 to 3. Uh, there are going to be a bunch of stations. Obviously, JJ, you confirmed with me earlier today that you will indeed be there. It's going
Oh,
to
of
be
course.
myself doing the social media.
I'll be there
Bob
too, probably.
Stevens is going to be there covering for the news, of course. Kevin Libby and Matt Golden of BCTV. And oh, by the
Okay.
way, they're doing it live, and that's no joke.
Wow.
Do it live.
BCTV's
Woo!
doing it live.
Nice.
So Matt
Do
Golden
it
and Kevin
Yes.
Libby
live.
doing it live. And I think I heard WJCL is going to be there
Good
as
lord.
well. Um, Jessa Jeremiah and our intern Lauren Smiley will be with me doing the social media beat, and I can tell you the teams that we know for sure that will be there, and I will do it in the order that I have on the sheet in front of me. We've got Ridgeland with Coach Alexander and Cross with Coach McCoy from 11 to 11:30, and this is again is the kind of the WHHI side of things. I'm sure
Right.
other teams will be, seeing other media from 11:30 to 12. Whale Branch with Coach White and Hardyville as
Coach
they
Gardner.
plan to
Coach
show
Gardner.
up with Coach
Yeah,
Gardner.
no, I
That's
talked to
right.
Coach Gardner today. He's bringing 6 guys.
Awesome. So they'll be there. That's great. They were a late invite. From 12 to 12:30, Battery Creek with Coach Susie and Bluffton with Coach Gregory. 1 p.m. to
Ooh.
1:30, Hilton Head with Coach Payne and Beaufort with Coach Lybrand. 1:30 to 2, May River with Coach Bonneville, HHCA Coach Paduzzi. 2 p.m. to 2:30, Thomas Hayward with Coach Bryan and JP2 with Coach Milligan. And
Coach
then
Brian checking
2:30,
in. Can't wait to meet us all
yes,
tomorrow.
indeed.
Yes.
Who's
Love
Indeed,
Coach.
2:30 to 3, Buford Academy with Coach Shuford and Hilton Head Prep with Coach McFadden. And if I can just add,
which
I
those two teams will play each other in the first game of the year?
True.
indeed, I also would like to add that we are very close to having our schedule finalized. And for
Yeah.
WHHI, we plan to start on
Yeah.
September 5th with that Whale Branch at Ridgeland game,
Ooh.
September 12th, Hardyville at Hilton Head, the 19th,
Ooh.
Battery Creek at Beaufort, Bluffton at Hilton Head, of course, on the 26th.
Oh yeah.
We'll see Beaufort at Bluffton on October 3rd, Hilton Head Prep at JP2 on October 10th, October 17th, HHCA at Beaufort Academy. We're either going to have a bye on the
Ooh.
24th, or if the schedule gets wonky that we need to fill another week because we were only allotted
Kerr
8
came
games
back
this
with
year,
At
we
the
will
Mayor.
be at
It would be
HHCA JP2.
okay.
So if we have a game
Oh,
that week, it'll be HHCA JP2. And then we will finish with May River at Bluffton on Halloween.
Halloween
Halloween
night.
special. There you go.
Hallows Eve.
how do you like them apples? How do you like
Yeah.
them apples,
Oh
Loco
yeah.
Sports fans? How about that?
I
So
like
my
them.
Yeah.
plan
That's so
too
good.
is, and I emailed Coach Bryan of THA. It looks like we're not going to see him during the regular season, but I definitely plan to get out there for a playoff game if they have a home playoff game early.
As they usually do.
Hopefully I
Yep.
can, hopefully I can get out there, before the season starts with their games, because they and Hilton Head Prep have a lot of these matchups that are loco on loco, but they're on the road. And
Oh
so,
Ooh.
especially for
Yeah.
us,
yeah.
with those, we were looking for good matchups, and unfortunately, somebody has to get the schneid, if you
Yeah.
will.
The short
But
end
it'll
of the stick.
be great to the short end of the stick. There you
The
go.
math
It'll
doesn't
be
work.
That's right. It'll be great to meet Coach Bryan and company tomorrow, and I hope to get out to THA, because even though I think they're going to take a little bit of a step back this year, that's just my opinion. They're still going to be really good, and they still have Tony
Yeah.
O'Banner,
Yep.
and
What's
they've got
hilarious to me
Gibson
is I'm
as well.
still getting people telling me Tony O'Banner's going here or there, and we've seen him
That's
with our
funny.
own eyes.
With
Timmy
Thomas
Searsman watched
Hayward.
him with our
Yeah.
own eyes play for Thomas Hayward the other night. So, I mean, I guess another shoe could still drop, but it doesn't seem. It seems Tony's staying at
It's
Thomas
almost
Hayward.
a
Like,
little.
Looks like it.
I would
Yeah,
think it's almost a little late for it at this point, isn't it?
well,
I
I
would
mean,
too, Max.
technically, as long as
Absolutely.
you enroll before practice starts for the season,
Which I'm pretty sure they've
officially.
already. Yeah, I
I don't
guess.
think so. I think we're still in summer
Oh,
workout territory.
okay.
Um, I don't think we've started official
Yeah,
practices yet. I think
I
that's
don't see
next
him
week.
if he's playing with Thomas Hayward, he's playing with Thomas Hayward. He's not gonna go
It would
anywhere else. At
seem
least I don't
it would
think so.
seem so, but I'm telling
Right.
you, I'm still getting people telling me, "Oh yeah, I heard he's going to Bluffton," and I'm like, "No, like he's playing
And
with Thomas Hayward."
I think
So
it's
I
gonna
don't
be
know,
I
but
can't wait
it
for
does
that
bring
re
up the subject of the portal. And there has been a decent amount of activity
movement. Yeah.
in the portal. I've got a list of some of them here somewhere. Let me find my right spreadsheet. All right, here we go. A few that I've noted would be Chase Olson. He was the first one last spring. He announced he was going from Battery Creek to Beaufort. Javen Risher from Hampton County to Hilton Head. Hilton Head also picked up Lewis Gadsden, aka Bubba, from Hardyville. He had one really phenomenal game out of the backfield last year and had a good season. He could be an impact for him. Amari Patterson, of course, announcing his transfer from Beaufort to Bluffton. Raheem Saunders, who we talked about earlier, he was in the portal from Royal Branch. He lands at Beaufort Academy, so he's a big on the line for them. Thomas Gam from JP2 to HHCA, he should be a weapon in that offense with Reed McCollum. Hampton County picked up a couple. Tyquavian Jones from Allendale, an offensive lineman, and Corentin Sab from Midland Valley. And then Hilton Head Prep has one, Caden Jackson from Ridgeview High School. So
that's
some interesting. That's just a few that I've confirmed, and I'm sure there'll be more movement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
as
portal
we
is
get
hot.
official rosters. We may break some news tomorrow just by who shows up with teams. You know, I mean, there may be
absolutely
some of that.
I know. I don't remember this much free agent.
Well, that's because of that new rule. It's one-time free transfer. No penalty. You don't have an address. You don't have to have an address or anything.
I tell you what, I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit of it. I think it's fun to see so many players just moving around within our own area. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to watch, and it just gives us something to.
It's interesting. There's no doubt about that. It makes our lives more interesting. Makes
Especially
things a lot more unpredictable to know exactly what's what at this point.
There's not, during the summer, this is obviously, like everyone knows, this is our slowest time of the year when it comes to school and stuff like that.
Yeah, so those speculation and rumors and all that, and and some moves we didn't expect, and that's the fun of it. You see how everything fits in as we get into the start of the season, just coming up very soon. So it definitely adds a ton more intrigue. I mean, obviously the big move, Amari Patterson over to Bluffton, but I really like that Risher pickup for Hilton Head. I think he could be a weapon on that team alongside who they already have. So it's this region is shaping up to be really fun again. I think Bluffton, Bishop England right now are at the top tier, but I think May River and Hilton Head may have something to say about that. Especially, I think Hilton Head could be.
I think Hilton Head's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I talked to Beach today. She feels like they're going to be young because they graduated 19 seniors or whatever. But they really feel like Zarnecki's ready to carry the load. Reniszewski is better and better all the time. They got some guys on the edges, Walters, and they may use Gadsden out there a little bit, and the Wiedemann kid made some big catches last year, and I'm sure they got guys coming up from JV that they always have some speedsters, in that program.
Absolutely.
So I think they're going to be tough. And then May River is just an X factor because of the way they play. It's just a great neutralizer, and they're able to control
their
the
defense. They always have a tough defense. They make it hard to score on you. Can they run their offense the way they want to? That's the big.
I think this is what makes. I think every team in this region. I think it's just what makes this region so much fun to watch. It was fun to pay attention to last year.
It's so
just
much
because
fun.
Hilton Head, I think, shocked a lot of people, including me last year. When they.
It'll be even more fun if Colleton ever proves me right and rises up.
Well, it was because it was when they beat Hampton County, if I remember correctly, that I just was like, wow.
You mean Hilton Head?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Hilton Head beat Hampton County, I was just like, okay, all right. They might be a team to watch. And sure enough, they kept grinding. They kept getting wins here and there. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Yeah, this team is dangerous. And then Bishop England came out of nowhere too, because I don't think any of us expected Bishop England to
no, because I watched Hampton County run all over them in the playoffs the year before, and I thought, no way. But they were tough.
It's this region, and I think the other one would be the Skeeza 1A region, with Thomas Hayward, Beaufort Academy, Colleton Prep, Patrick Henry, all those schools. That region is going to be fun to watch. I'm excited to see
how Hilton Christian Academy does in 3A, though. I think that they have a real chance.
I'm expecting big things from
that kid that
HHCA.
they picked up from JP2.
Yeah, Gam.
Thomas Gam.
Yeah. I remember watching him last year with with
He's a kick
JP2.
return specialist, and
He's a good.
it
He's a
seemed like
really
every
good
catch
player.
he had was like
shifty.
70+ yards. Like,
Yeah.
But I think they got weapons at Hillnet Christian this year, which I don't
oh,
think
for
they
sure.
had
Yeah,
enough
I think they're a
last
little more
year.
deeper than
Low-how.
I
what
think they were
was,
lacking that.
Yep.
I think I would put Christian to make a deep run in the playoffs again. I
Yeah,
really do.
I think they have a
I think so too.
The
right.
two teams that I have my eye on at the
JP2 will
moment
be a lot
that
better.
I
JP2
He's gonna
will
be
be
a
a
lot
lot
better, but
better,
I think
but I
JP2
don't
is
know.
gonna be still even better. And
Not as good as Edwards.
Pinewood
yet.
Prep
Yeah.
has always been tough the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Wilson Hall, Trinity
That's
Collegiate,
the
They're gonna
game
be
Lawrence
tough.
I'm
Christian.
waiting. That's the game I'm looking forward
Pinewood.
to for Hilton Head
Pinewood?
Christian. Is that
Yeah.
Pinewood Prep
Are
game.
those at home? Is that home or on the road?
I don't know. I haven't seen the schedule. I haven't looked, to be
You can look
honest.
it up on the
I
I'm
got
trying to
it.
remember. Was it a home game last year?
LowcoSports.com, where we got the full high school football
True.
schedule.
You could.
It
I
is
got
at
'em.
Pinewood Prep on the 26th of September. Unfortunately, that's on the road. I was hoping
Yeah.
it was at home, but it's not. So
the,
Yeah, that's right. Because
hopefully
Christian
we'll
got
have
their
someone
butt
on
Maybe
there.
they'll get him at home in the playoffs.
Indeed. And I probably
Marcus,
will be
you were saying two
yeah,
teams that
the
you're really
the
keeping an
two
eye on.
teams that I really am keeping an eye on here early, and we'll see how everything shakes out. Obviously, we'll get a much better idea tomorrow. But I think Bluffton and HHCA
Yep. I think that's
are on another level.
that Bluffton
I,
team.
I really
the
do.
two neighbors. The two neighbors right
Yeah.
down the road from each
I think
other.
it's going to be a very special year for both of them.
I think the one thing I'm looking at right now, like regarding Pinewood Prep, they were a very senior heavy team last year, so I don't know what they're going to look like this year.
Right.
They were very experienced. They were kind of like Hilton Head Christian 2 years ago when they faced Pinewood Prep. They had more experience. They just played the better game because they knew how to play it. And really, Peduzzi didn't really have to coach. I talked with him about that before. Like he just sat there and enjoyed the show. I mean, he helped out here and there, but they knew how to run the game on their own. I think that's going to be some of the factor here this year for Hilton Head Christian because I think they were a younger team last year. They're more experienced this year. They didn't lose a lot of players. I really do like how this Hilton Head Christian team is looking. And I will say, I do like, I am intrigued by JP2. I'm intrigued to see what they do this year. And are they still in Hardyville? Are they still at the
Richard Gray?
Yeah,
I
Richard Gray?
believe
they're
Are they
still
so.
at Richard Gray.
Okay.
As far as I know,
Because I
they're still
remember
at
they talked
Seahawks.
I
about
haven't heard anything
building a
different.
football field. I remember they
Yeah.
talked about building a football field on campus, and I think they are.
It's
I just didn't
still
know if they had it done.
they
Yeah,
are.
that's
It's
still work in
not done yet.
progress.
It's
It's not
still
done.
very
Okay.
much a work in progress.
They do have
I'm very
soccer field on campus now, but
Yes, they do. That's right. I do remember that. Yeah, I'm very intrigued. Bluffton, by the way. Oh my God, I'm still like salivating at like cannot wait to go watch a Bluffton high school game this year because I think that is the most exciting looking offense in the area this year. 100%.
they're going to be electric.
A handful
Electric.
is what they're going to be. That offense is going to be a handful for any defense this year.
The one thing that I'll mention about a defense in that region is the Hilton Head defense. I think Wes was talking about it moments ago. I've talked to BJ over the last couple of years at Media Day especially, and he said, with our ability to get coaches and players to buy in to a multiple factor, whether we want to play a 4-2-5, a 3-4, 4-3, they've grown into the fact that they can do it all. And obviously BJ has his footprint and handprint on that defense because that's where he roams, especially with his style of coaching. That could be again still a very good defense. We'll hear more from him on that and much more tomorrow for sure.
Indeed. All right, boys. Well, I think that brings us to parting thoughts. So I'll get you another round of sponsors here. Base Hit Life has baseball and softball themed apparel to get you looking right on the diamond next season. Live your best base hit life at basehitlife.com. Dr. Ambrose Cole, our official chiropractor, you can find him at Rooted Living Wellness in Bluffton, and he'll get you feeling right, mind, body, and spirit. Reverence Wrestling Club, official wrestling sponsor and presenting sponsor of the Lowco Grind. I know a few Lowco wrestlers were out in Fargo this week. I know Michaela Hinchy went 4-2. She's been a guest on the Grind. I know William Jakeway had a good week out there. don't know offhand other people, but I do know that we had quite a few competing out there. Barefoot Floor Care of the Lowcountry. Get your floors so clean, your feet will thank you. And Jay's Barbershop, the place to be in Ridgeland, whether you need a haircut or not. That brings us to parting thoughts. I have about 4 lined up, but you guys might take some of them. So, Marcus Walsh, lead us off.
So certainly looking forward to seeing everybody at Media Day tomorrow. Forgot to mention a couple of names. Larry Jacomot's going to be helping out with food and certainly hearing from coaches and whatnot. He'll be perusing the building. And then Sam's going to be helping with food as well. And a few others just to make sure that everybody
Fat
is well
babies,
fed.
fat babies, subs,
Fat
and pizza.
babies, it's
Can't
pizza,
beat it.
it's subs,
Yes.
it's great stuff. Nothing
Yes.
wrong with fat babies.
Hey,
And
nothing
and
wrong with that.
so we're
I
doing
love a
that
fat baby.
at
I
the
don't trust a
start.
skinny baby.
That's right. So we'll be doing that at the start of the
Babies
day.
and chefs.
And then yeah, absolutely. And then from 7 to 9 in Bluffton at the new mini golf, the miniature golf course,
Yeah.
the Alonzos are having their event
Yes.
for the
Oh,
scholarship for Tim.
Nice.
And Sam and I definitely plan on being there to see Ray and
dang it.
Andrea and everybody, and looking forward to that. So it's going to be another busy day tomorrow, but definitely thinking about Tim, and for sure that should be a lot of
Yeah.
fun. And Sam's interested in getting into the game of golf. She's like, I want you to teach me, and I'm saying, well, let's do mini golf first. See how you can do with the putting, and then
Hey,
we'll go from
give her
there.
a
Baby
hockey stick.
steps.
Oh,
Just give her a
That's
Baby
how
hockey
steps,
that's
stick.
how I
baby.
Fucking
started. I
go.
was yep,
I
playing
just
mini
have to
golf.
say,
Never had
I
a go.
tried to teach my spouse to play golf once, and it didn't work. I can't in good conscience recommend that you attempt that.
Yeah,
It
no.
could end very badly for you.
Yeah.
Very badly. Just saying. It's a frustrating game to try to learn, and
Oh yeah.
I don't think
Yep.
significant others should be the teachers. You should get
No.
a more patient coach,
Yep.
but with whom you will be
Absolutely.
more patient.
Yeah.
But there it is, mini golf night at the new what's it called, Lighthouse.
Is that the new
Uh,
one in Bluffton?
yeah, Lighthouse
Yeah.
Lagoon
Okay.
over by the Kroger and the Station 300 and the Publix and
Nice.
all that stuff. That'll be tomorrow night, 7 to 9 p.m. Definitely want to try to get out there if I'm able and
Yep.
support that because we love
Same.
those people. Those are our
Yeah.
people.
Absolutely.
So yeah, good stuff. Good call there, Marcus. Max Araj, you got a parting thought?
I got a couple. The first one, bit of a tough one. I don't know if you guys saw there was a college football recruit, Corey Adams. He was an Old Miss commit, that or he's committed and was currently playing for them. He was at his home he was at his home in Memphis, Tennessee, and a shooting occurred and unfortunately took the life of Corey Adams. And I just want to
I
send
did hear
condolences
about
to his
this.
family because that is just a very tough thing to deal with. And my condolences to the Ole Miss family because that's not an easy one to go through. He was like one of their top recruits as well, so very very difficult situation for
Heartbreaking
them.
to see that.
Yeah, very very tough. I did see that come across. I was I was very sad to hear about that. So I just wanted to send my condolences to Corey's family and the Old Miss family because that's a tough one to deal with. Obviously, very excited to be at the.
On that note, if I could jump in, just closer to home, another tragedy with a young man from Pageland High School, Central High School in Pageland. Young man by the name of Sean Davis, who was shot and
Oh yeah,
killed at the
yeah,
Pageland Watermelon Festival this weekend.
yeah.
Just a horrific story. Another
Didn't hear
17-year-old
about that.
charged with murder,
What
and
are we?
two young lives
What are we
just
doing?
ruined, and that
Just
all,
unfortunate.
that echoes back to what we talked about with Alex Percival and the purpose for his event is to help
Ugh.
spread awareness and
Yep.
for mental health issues and
So
gun
important.
violence among
So
kids.
important.
So
We can't let
Yeah,
we can't lose all these lives that
yeah,
need to be
it's awful.
held on to. Terrible.
Over foolishness. I mean,
Yep.
it just can't be
Yeah.
happening. So But yes, Max. Hopefully on a
Yeah.
more positive note. Your next
Well,
one.
the other one I wanted to show you guys is I think we've mentioned this before, but the Braves and the Cincinnati Reds will be playing at Bristol Motor Speedway in
Yes.
Tennessee, and
Yeah.
they have released their jerseys, and here they are,
They're
and
nice.
I am in love with those hats. I absolutely love them. They look
What do they
so
got there?
cool.
Flames? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, you got flames, and you got the checker
Yeah.
flag
Okay.
on the Reds, and then they got those like
Oh yeah.
race car numbers on the
Yeah.
back
Race
and
car
stuff.
numbers
Like
are kind of
really,
cool. Yeah.
really
I like
cool.
that.
I'm loving them. So anyway, I thought I'd show you that, and then obviously, I will also be at the media day tomorrow. And just to check it out, because I actually have never been to the media day for WHHI.
Oh.
So
Great event.
Yeah.
first. So I do want to get
Awesome.
out and just check out what it's about, and I'm very excited for that. So I look forward to seeing Marcus and Justin over there at the
It's a
WHHI
happy
Media
day.
Day.
Yeah. I on that note, I got to be part of it for a number of years, and when it was at the old the
Furniture
furniture store,
store.
yeah, furniture store, as Jerry Hatch used to call it.
WDG.
WDG. I was a great home for it, but I'll tell you what, the Cove is going to be such a fantastic spot
Oh
to
yeah.
host it, and just the
Kudos to
Oh, it's
Susan
been
Green
great.
for getting that
indeed,
finalized.
Looking it
I mean,
up.
she's been
yep,
phenomenal.
yep.
And to
So
Lindsay Logue for facilitating at USCB, I'm sure. She's the
Yeah.
rental person
yep.
and my good friend. Good people.
So
Very
Um,
cool, very cool. Yeah, it's
You got a parting thought, Wes?
yeah, I do. I have a couple that I saw. First off, just congratulations to those softball team on a fantastic run. Just really, really proud
yeah,
of that squad, and feel bad I missed their district tournament, but looking forward to seeing them in the future as they progress to the kid pitch level in 10U, and I'm pumped to see that Hilton Head squad. I now that's
Oh,
a team I did get to see at Crossings Park when they had their district tournament, and man, they
they're
got some
pretty stacked.
solid batters on that
Yeah.
squad, and I'm pumped to see how they do. Obviously, it's tough once you get to that World Series level. But tell you
All
what, it's
about throwing strikes.
nice advantage to be playing
Yep.
and not too far from home. I think that's
Yeah.
an important factor for them. So that's pretty
No
cool to
doubt.
have it in Lexington, South Carolina. So we wish them the best of luck. I got some other ones. Philip Rivers has announced his retirement from the NFL. Just happened today. He retired a Charger, as he should.
He's a
My
punk.
question to you:
sorry, I was laughing at Justin.
I
Sorry.
hated that guy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I hated
Go
that guy so much.
you
Laughing.
didn't like him? Yeah, I
No, he was
certainly.
with the Chargers. I was a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, I know, obviously.
And he's just a
But
punk.
great competitor. I always enjoyed watching him throughout his career. My question to you is he a Hall of Famer? Despite not having won the Super Bowl, he is right near up the top in passing yards. I feel like he's Hall of Very Good, maybe as a
Yeah.
baseball term.
He
but
doesn't
Hall of
feel
Very
like
Good,
a Hall of
Hall of
Famer
Famer,
on the
no.
surface, but I'm
But
sure
I
you can make a
I think
gerrymandered argument
yeah,
for him because the precedents are just all over
Right.
the place at
he
this
had
point.
He had one of the
Um,
weirdest throwing. Like he
Yeah,
just threw
terrible
like
throwing motion.
third quarter, like 3/4 arm. I don't know.
He's
Slingshot.
not a Hall of
so
Famer
weird.
to me, but I could see him getting in at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I could see someone
I
making
don't
a
know.
case
Yeah.
for it. If I'm
Yeah,
being honest,
I
I could
mean
see someone.
possible, but
I
I
don't
wouldn't
think
put him there.
I don't think
I
so. He
wouldn't
was
either.
among the best in the league for a good while, but I don't think he was ever the best in the league.
I mean, he was right there,
No,
but
Yeah.
I just don't think when you think of Hall
I
of
mean,
Fame, it's
granted,
you know right away when someone's a Hall of Famer and someone's that
Right.
next year. And I think
Yeah.
and I mean
Philip
the
Rivers
other
is
thing was
terrific
is
career,
the
but
Chargers gave up Drew Brees and then got Philip Rivers, and Drew Brees had a better career afterwards
yep,
than
True.
Philip Rivers did.
indeed.
So I
Yep.
think that's
Touche.
the other thing that comes in
He
the
was
back of my
just so
mind is
whiny.
Drew
He's
Brees will
always
always be better
whiny.
than. Yeah, he was not my favorite. That dude has a lot of kids too. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but he has a huge family. He has a lot of kids.
That's cool.
9, I think.
Anyway,
Wow. Yeah,
Put it
football
away.
It's like
run the
9 kids.
family. Hopefully, a lot more to come with his family and that football tradition.
That's too many children.
I'm sure he's going to have some sort of
Chipper Jones has more.
career in football, whether it's
What?
coaching or broadcasting going forward for that guy.
Yeah,
Did you just say, Max, that Chipper
Pretty-
Jones has more than 9 kids?
What?
I'm pretty sure.
Chipper
Hold on.
Jones.
He has a lot of kids. Chipper
But
Jones is
yeah.
hold on, let me check.
Yeah.
These people gotta
another
stop
legend.
having
But,
so many
but yeah, I
many
expect Philip
turns.
Rivers to have some kind
What
of
else are they
coaching or broadcasting career very soon. I don't think he'll leave the game entirely. He's that
Nah.
kind of guy. He's invested. But I have one more, and even though this means nothing, as a fan of a team that year after year is consistently either mediocre or one of the worst in the league and has set the record for the worst record in the NBA. Seeing the Hornets win the NBA Summer League championship for a team that hasn't even sniffed a title, not let alone they've won like one playoff series in their entire tenure. I'll tell you what, it's always nice to see some sort of success.
You're gonna throw a parade?
John Knupel, who was the star of that Summer League team. You can see that maybe the future is starting to progress with their new general manager in there, and Knupel's been he was a solid player at Duke, and
Very solid.
winning culture can translate. So even though it means literally nothing, the Charlotte Hornets fans were loving every minute of that. So
they were parading in the streets in Charlotte.
I'm sorry, he does not have
stuff,
more
man.
than Philip Rivers. He is. I think he has 6 or 7.
Okay.
7.
Coming up short.
7 kids.
Antonio
still a
Cromartie,
lot.
however, has more than Philip Rivers.
Yeah.
I think he's got, I don't know, like 13 at last report or something crazy like that.
Oh my God.
But all right, I have a few parting thoughts.
Yeah.
First, I got to go to the Columbia Fireflies game on Saturday. It was a good time, and this mascot, whose name I don't know, did a great dance to Ice Cream and Cake.
Oh, he's going in.
Saw that.
Yeah, he was killing it. Yeah. It was a good
I
time.
love mascots, man.
I miss the
mascots.
Sand Gnats. I see why they moved to Columbia for the new stadium, because it is a phenomenal stadium. It's
a nice
It is
venue.
beautiful. It is beautiful.
It's really nice.
I miss
it was a
going
good
to South Atlantic.
experience.
I miss going to South Atlantic League baseball games. There is something
I do
special about
too.
that. Yep.
It's called the Carolina League now.
Oh, it's not the Sally anymore.
No,
It's the
it's
Carolina
called the
League.
Carolina League.
That's why I
And
go
we
to
took in
Charleston
Columbia
games. I go to
versus
Riverdale
Kannapolis.
games.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're no longer
I
the
think we're gonna go.
Intimidators. They're what's their
They're the
mascot?
Cannonballers.
The Cannonballers. Used to be the
Kannapolis
Intimidators for a number of years.
Cannonballers.
Yep.
Which is way
Such
cooler because
fun
that's
names
named
in
after
minor
Dale.
leagues.
Yep.
Yeah.
They should have kept him.
Then you got that team in Spartanburg now, the Spartanburgers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spartanburg.
No, check it out. It's hilarious. I cannot
What do
believe
they play
they
in?
called this team.
No
I
way. It's
assume
actually the Spartanburgers.
What do they play in?
hold on. I'm pretty sure it's called the
Hub City
Spartanburgers.
Spartanburgers. You're
The
right.
Spartanburgers.
Yeah.
That's a real.
I'll be darned. I didn't know they existed.
Yes,
what league are they
there
in?
is a
I
team.
assume they're new.
They're in the Carolina League too.
I affiliate the Texas Rangers.
Are they?
The Hub City Spartanburgers.
So you got
They're in the they're in the same league as the Greenville Drive. Okay, and the Asheville Tourists.
I had no idea this
right.
team existed. This is
Hub
cool.
City Spartanburgers. How about that?
Man, there's always
They have-
one minor
I'm
league team
getting-
that comes in every year with the.
I'm getting
crazy,
a jersey. I'm getting a Spartanburger jersey just for the sake of it, because I
Yes.
think that's one of the best names I've ever heard for
That
a
is
minor league team.
fantastic.
I almost got a Fireflies Grits jersey because it was pretty
Ooh.
cool
Yeah,
when they were
that's
the Grits.
Nice.
It was pretty
Because
nice.
because my mom's hometown of Toledo, we got the Mud Hens, which is a highly unusual name, and I have like
Go to
plenty
Tony
of their jerseys.
Paco's,
I
get
just
the
need to get a
pickles.
Spartanburger jersey.
And the hot dogs.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
so I have other
Yes.
parting
Toledo,
thoughts.
Mudheads, Jamie Farr, the whole bit.
Oh yeah, I love Jamie Farr.
Oh yeah.
Great, great career.
I
I remember
I
seeing,
have
I remember seeing
other
Verlander in Toledo.
I have other things. So the Coldplay couple,
Yeah.
just amazing. I just want to thank them.
Yep.
I just want to thank them for bringing us all together. I don't remember the last time we all had such a good time laughing at the same person since like maybe that Birmingham boat brawl or the Suez Canal being
Oh,
There was
blocked.
one. I forget.
Um,
Was it the animal that was on the loose? I forget. What was it?
well, we had Bradley the
the
baboon up in
monkey.
Okay.
Walterboro. That was a good
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
this is just a worldwide love fest. Just the Schadenfreude of the CEO and his HR manager getting caught on
They
the Coldplay kiss
This
cam,
feels
and
like
all the
Hollywood.
reenactments that
Like
have come after it
Hollywood
are
couldn't
just
have written a better
wonderful.
script for that. Like
Oh, it's so
seriously.
good.
Yep. Yep.
Dude,
It's
Sports
so
Center.
good.
I was watching Sports Center like early morning. I don't know why. I woke up early one morning, decided to watch Sports Center because there was nothing else for me to watch for some reason. And all I just see is Sports Center AM, the two hosts for that show are both holding each other as they come in on the
Oh my
camera.
gosh.
It
No.
was so great. I
I
absolutely
think the
loved it.
Philly
Oh,
fanatic
man.
and his girlfriend were the best one, but the
Yes.
banana princess and the mascot for
The
the party
banana's good.
animals was a good one too.
I think it was a
Um,
minor league baseball game. There was a minor league baseball game where they did in between the ending the Coldplay love cam, and it was hilarious.
Oh,
They
man.
just did different people holding each other
oh
and
yeah,
then doing the whole
everybody's doing it
The
now.
internet
It's
never
so
fails
wonderful.
to
so
deliver.
great.
Yep.
It's
So
wonderful.
good. I love it.
Yep.
Absolutely love it. It was so
Then
funny.
I have another one. Shared it on my
Oh,
story on Facebook. But John Gruden was today. He came across my feed talking about my old. Oh, sorry, my computer's talking to me. John Gruden was talking about the Pitt State Gorillas. I can't find it right now, but he's talking about the Pitt State Gorillas. My one-time alma mater for a semester, where I grew up going to football games in Southeast Kansas D2 football. It's a good time. He shouts out one of our famous alums, Gary Busey, and he does a Gary Busey impersonation that
No
is worth
kidding.
watching. That's worth watching the whole
really?
video just to see Gruden's Busey
Oh, I
impression, which
did see
comes
that
up
video on
several
your
times
Facebook.
throughout.
Yeah, that was funny.
You should
That
watch
was
it.
good.
It's pretty good, and
Oh,
there's some
It is
great.
good.
He knows his history. He knows his Pitt State history.
Yeah.
He threw out some names from my childhood, so that was pretty cool. And then finally, I had one other. Let me remember what it was. Oh my goodness! I shared this one too. The announcer, the
Uh-oh.
broadcaster for the Party Animals. This man. Oh my gosh. Let me see if
Oh,
I
I
can
think I know
find
what you're
the
talking
correct
about here.
story here.
I think I know.
No, that's me live. I'm trying to get to my stories. Where's my stories? It might have gone away. But the announcer for the broadcaster for the Party Animals, I put this on my story, Drake Toll. He has a great story of how he became a broadcaster. Marcus, you'd love it. It's just like any of us who just grew up dreaming of doing this stuff. But now he's with the Party Animals, and he worked the lyrics from the song Misbehavin' from the Righteous Gemstones into his call one night. And it is unbelievable. Just unbelievable. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. You got to go check it out. I believe he's Drake C. Toll on Instagram. But I wish I could find it for you in a pinch right now because it's tremendous. But go check my story. It's out there. Oh no, it might
That's
have
hilarious.
disappeared from my story.
No.
Shoot. Yeah, because you only got it for
Oh, we
so
can look
long.
it up.
I'll
Don't
look
worry.
it up.
Right.
I'll look it up. We'll get it in here.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. But misbehaving. If you don't know, if you know, you know. If you don't know, go watch The Righteous Gemstones on HBO Max. That's all the parting thoughts I have, gentlemen. I told you I had a bunch racked up for you. But
You did.
thanks to Alex Percival for jumping on with us tonight and for everything he does to put on these great events. He doesn't even live in the Lowcountry anymore. He's up in Atlanta, but this place is a part of him, and he's got a great heart for it and for the kids here, and he's done a great job of putting on some events to help enrich their lives and their experience. And we look forward to working with him again and again over the years. Thanks to all of our listeners and viewers who showed up to Listener Watch. And thanks to all of our sponsors, especially the OGs Mixon Law Firm. If you want to sponsor us this season, we're about to crank up for high school football season and the whole high school sports year. So if you want to get on board, now's the time. Get in touch with us all over the place. You know how to find us. And thanks to you guys, best wingman in the business. Always a great time talking sports with you guys and getting a little off the beaten path from time to time. So that's going to do it for us tonight. For Marcus Walsh, Max Araj, and Wes Kerr, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
The Lowco Sports Lowdown podcast is a production of Lowco Media LLC and LowcoSports.com, an independent media outlet providing grassroots local sports coverage in the South Carolina Lowcountry. We are sustained by community support from sponsors and patrons like you. Get in the game with a monthly pledge of $1 or more at patreon.com/LowcoSports to keep us going and growing. Go Lowco.